Welcome everybody to our Dev series where we are going to be sitting down with OR Systems and they're going to be telling us all about not only their new blockchain, their token, and their game over a 5-part series over the course few days, hopefully. I am Ted Risen with Aquatic Studios. You may also know me as Riptide through Aquatic Esports. And today I have Jonah Havel with OR Systems, and he is going to be going over all the new exciting things that are happening in OR Systems and all the services and games that they are offering. One of the things that I don't even know personally is, how did you guys all meet?
The way this kind of started is Nick, the founder, was trying to put together a video game, and he wanted to have blockchain in the game, but there wasn't like an off-the-shelf system for sort of putting that together. And so anyway, he developed the core, the base of what we have today. But he developed this base thing, and he realized that he would like to bring it to market, and so because nobody has it, right? And so he reached out on social media, and a friend of mine, Lucas, liked what he saw. Who he thought that we could build a business off of it, and the only problem was he didn't understand the technical stuff from Nick, and so he called me and asked, "Hey, would you be interested in translating for me? This project's really cool, but I don't understand the tech side of it as deeply as I would like to. I know that you understand tech and you know how to speak Army operations to me," and so that's how I got pulled in. And from there, Nick reached out. So Nick reached out to Eric and Jimmy because they're professional musicians. He needed a creative touch early on for the video game, right? And we ended up bringing Armando on. Armando actually works with Nick on other projects as a PM. A couple of months went by. We were developing, and Lucas needed some more support, and so he brought Sean on because they had worked together in the Army as well, and we could all kind of speak the same language. So that's how it all got put together. And since then, we've just been having a ball. I mean, we love every moment that we get to meet with each other. Well, I love every moment that we get to meet with each other.
I think it's great that you guys were able to kind of come together in that way, and that there's even the kind of the small side story of everybody meeting in the military, and then it kind of branches off into friendships and work relationships together. But you touched on a very interesting point there, and I know this is going to be one of the focuses and one of the things we want to share with everybody, but we had referenced SDK. For somebody who's not a developer like myself, what is an SDK?
SDK is just a software development kit. It's whatever group of files that you can add to your project to give you access to some system, right? In our case, the OR SDK is a group of files that you can import into your projects. It gives you out-of-the-box access to blockchain technologies, next-gen blockchain technologies that most people don't support for their own projects yet, but we're giving it away for everyone to use. And so you import these files, and now if you want to have crypto tokens as your in-game currency, guess what? Out of the box, you just one line of code. Hey, use cryptocurrency as if you want to support NFTs, guess what? We have an NFT marketplace that the SDK talks to.
Now we have to address the elephant in the room, right? A lot of companies are doing NFTs. Again, the big buzzword right now is crypto. Even I myself mine crypto. I've been having a lot of fun with it, but a lot of developers, big and small, are in this market. So it is quite the race to getting these products to market. And so what is not only separating yourself from these big publishers and developers, and yourself, especially you guys actually kind of being one of the first to market, if not the first, in this realm?
Well, we firmly believe that you have to give it away to keep it, right? And we apply that sort of idea to all areas of life, right? Um, if we want to have our business model work out, it requires a strong community, right? So so we have to invest in that community. We have to build that community, right? And you mentioned the selling the 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 copy of Doom on the blockchain. Well, that's one way that we have implemented um, our idea of the NFT. Right, our NFTs are a little bit different from what you might see on OpenSea. Right, we take NFTs very seriously, but and so we use it as DRM. We use it as all sorts of things. Right, but it, at the end of the day, um, we believe that blockchain is really going to disrupt a lot of industries, and as it should, um, and we believe that in the spirit of decentralized finance, um, the more people that have access to the code, the better the code gets, right? And so if we want to have the number one product, then we have to share it with as many developers as we can and get as much feedback as we can.
That's actually becoming very much the kind of the buzzword in the industry right now, is that folks are kind of looking for ways to implement this in their game. And you actually have a really interesting business model to where, how you were just saying, how you are developing a specific blockchain, but you're not just developing it for yourselves, you're actually developing it for developers in general, so that way they can use your blockchain and your API for their games and their dev systems. So Jonah, the SDK I know is available on quite a few different platforms. As I mentioned earlier, I know its API is real easy access. You can plug it in. Where is it available?
So currently we support Unity, and so as the development platform officially, and that supports PC, Mac, and Linux stations. We out of the box, it also supports Xbox, right? But the Xbox platform takes a bit longer to get onto, and so that process we don't expect to be finished until first or second quarter 2022 to get on there.
I think for those real big serious developers, the real question here is it coming to Unreal?
It absolutely is coming to Unreal. In fact, we have a great developer working on the Unreal port as we speak. And in fact, I'm so glad you asked that, because in order to get it to work on Unreal, what's delayed us thus far is that we have to actually contribute to the community's code base for interacting with blockchain in C++. So and we're providing that code. So we, as part of our port, as part of our support of Unreal Engine, are actually advancing the code base for Solidity and Ethereum, etc., in a C++ environment, and we're providing that code straight back to those projects, and so it's that's what we're trying to do here: build the community.
Shout out to your Discord, because of how loyal they've been and how excited they are for this to come out. And actually, give me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about your Discord.
So our community is absolutely nuts. Okay, they are crazy, and we love it. They are so supportive. They really do appreciate the core values that we come with, right? They recognize those values. They see them in practice each day, in the way that we behave, the way that we are transparent, the way that we do what we say we're going to do. And sometimes we fail, and when we fail, we say, hey, look, we failed here, so this is what we're doing in response. But there's some key, everybody in the community is important, but there are some key players in the community that that are absolutely nuts, and it makes these some long grinding days. It makes them so much better knowing that these guys are, doing what they're doing. So,
What other things would you like to touch on?
one of our major goals, okay, is to be the first crypto wallet on Xbox, and we are poised to do that. But in the 11th hour, some very large studios have decided that they want to beat us to it, and so we are really getting down to crunch time. And I don't know if we will be the first to that thing, but we're gonna try. So
Sometimes it's, as we've seen with certain titles, being the first isn't as important as being the best. So, with that said, again, I'm excited to see what Ore System goes and comes up with, and keep an eye out for our next episode, which will cover the tokenization process and maybe a few more details of what is coming with Ore Systems. Maybe some games. Who knows? So I myself, I am Tad, also known as Riptide with Aquatic Studios, and this is Jonah with Ore Systems, and we will see you next time. Thank you.